Debt. 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 If you say debt 3 times, the debt collector comes knocking on your door. And he's gonna... Alright, this is stupid. I tried to do this off the whim of my head. This is As much as I talk about debt and how you should be getting rid of it ASAP, there is some debt that will do you some justice. Let's talk about it. What's up, Freedom Frugalers? It is time for another fantastic Friday, and this is a special episode set for Halloween. All right, I'm not going to be before you long, but while we're talking about debt and how scary it is, we must also know that not all debt is created equal. Am I saying get into it? Nah, not at all. But at least understand that some debt could actually improve your life. What may not improve your life, but help you get there, is smashing that like button, hitting that subscribe, and clicking the bell notifications so that you don't get surprised when you see a new video came out a week ago and you didn't even know it. And last but not least, I also want to say that I am in no way, shape, or form a financial advisor. Everything I provide to you is merely opinion-based and suggestion-based. What is the biggest difference between good debt and bad debt? The fundamental difference between these two is that bad debt is extremely toxic to your financial freedom. It is anti-freedom, if you will. These debtors are designed to take your money away, and extra money you think you want to have, they're coming for that too. I've preached that anything over 7% is essentially charging you double of what you originally asked for. Good debt isn't necessarily a saint either, but at least good debt wants to see you do good. This is debt designed to improve your life and see you succeed without asking for too much back in interest. It's important to remember, though, that too much of a good thing can be the opposite. So with that said, let's talk about some bad debt examples. Most of you know it because you're already in it. Number one, high interest credit cards. Credit cards are one of the most common ways that people build credit. In saying that, credit card usage is usually considered short-term and revolving. This means that you may use a certain amount, pay it off, and have immediate access to use the credit that you have again. The problem is because it's short term, credit cards try to make as much profit as possible. So they charge as high as 15 to 36% interest because we spend these credit cards and we pay them slowly over time. They're using that to their advantage, okay? I did a little bit of Googles, and the national total of credit card debt in 2020 at this time is a scary $1 trillion, with the average household sitting at $5,700 in credit debt alone. All right. Number two is payday loans or personal loans. We all have bad days or unexpected purchases or things that we want to buy. But payday loans and personal loans is generally not the best way to go. The former, which is payday loans, being the more evil of the two. I'll have a video on payday loans very soon, guys. I really hate payday loans. With that said, let's talk about some good debt, all right? Some common good debts. Number one, student loans. Student loans allow you to comfortably pay for college and increase your knowledge. Ooh, I did a rhyme that time. Hey. But they increase your knowledge in hopes that you find a job that ultimately allows you to live comfortably and be enough to pay for the loan back. On your part, be careful because the wrong major could result in unnecessary loan debt, and you might not be able to recoup the debt in a timely fashion. All right. Number two is mortgages. If you do it right, your house can be a great asset. You can take out a loan to get a house, and over time, usually 15 to 30 years, if your house increases in value, you can make money from it. Whether you choose to rent it out, take out an HELOC, or using Airbnb. A mortgage loan may require upfront money on your part, though, sometimes as high as 20%. And the last one I have for good debt is a car loan. You might be thinking, well, shouldn't car loans be considered bad debt? I mean, didn't you have to go through 2 car loans? You're right, I did. But believe it or not, a car loan can be helpful and sometimes even essential. You may need to get to work, and you can even use your car as a means for business and deduct your mileage from your business tax. Again, that's not financial advice. But the problem with Americans, specifically, me, myself included, there is a such thing as too much car. And when you overindulge and buy a car in which you can't afford, you could become what's called upside down. And I'll have a video talking about car payments and why I have my theories on those. But in conclusion, getting out of debt is very, very crucial to your financial freedom. After you figure out how much debt you're in, it's time to come up with the strategy. And I promise you, it's not as frightening as you think. Why? Because I have a free guide that allows you to come up with a strategy for paying off your debts and living comfortably while doing so with little to no discipline. If you would like to get a copy sent to your email, the link is in the description below. Guys, I have used this guide in my daily life, and I didn't want to provide you guys with something unless I knew for a fact that it could change your life. I've been using it since I started it, and it is the only thing that I have stuck to. It doesn't go off of principles that I think work. I've been taking the time to study different principles, putting them together, and found a method that generally works for every single person that has grabbed this guide. But that's not all. You should check out my entire budgeting series that I did here on YouTube that follows along with your strategy so that you have a better understanding of what you're doing and why you're doing it. Once again, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. And finally, comment down below if you're looking down to pay any debts, if there's anything that I missed, and lastly, if you have any other topics that you would like me to cover. I've been Izzy, your virtual mentor, and until next time, stay frugal until you're free. Peace.